Yes. It didn't give me a code.
There you go.
Oh.
I'm going to close Facebook so it doesn't show.
Alright, and I will log myself out. We will. I guess that's it. I guess I don't need to do anything else.
Let me, I need to wipe up this camera.
Are we starting with screen share? No.
No. I don't know how that camera got so dirty. And it's not lagging like that over here. Okay. It introduces a false lag. That way there's a strain on the CPU. All right, let me have my mouse. Wow, that was quick. You zippy this week. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're
not. It's not going to show like that, is it?
What?
How it's previewing?
No, it's just hella delayed for some reason, like it always is.
Oh, okay.
Why is this showing on stream?
I don't know.
Why does this show that it's an hour and 13 minutes long?
Can you guys hear us?
Can you all hear us right now?
Did we go live without?
I think we went live on the wrong screen. Yeah, cool.
Wait, how long
have we been just being stupid? We'll have to cut that whole thing out because we've been being stupid.
Did we say anything stupid?
Cool. Well, we're here.
Oh, we're sitting here.
I don't know why it did that.
Why is it not
here?
working?
Just for here, you can have the screen. Hey, welcome to the Friday Bean. We're back.
Wait, you're all saying yes. Yes, we said something stupid.
What did we say?
We're just staring at the Canva screen like, what? Why isn't it working?
You will have to go in and delete that though because you were logging into all your stuff. It won't show any of the passwords, but all of our emails are sitting in there. So,
did you guys see us log into stuff? Do we got to go in and edit the stream? Let us know.
We're gonna have to go in and edit the stream for sure.
We trust you guys.
We trust you guys. Not really. We don't trust the rest of the internet though.
We don't trust the replay people. Anyway, that's embarrassing.
Pre-production babble. Yeah.
A good thing we didn't pick our nose or anything.
I probably did.
All right. Well,
free and clear of bugs before we stream.
How embarrassing.
How's everybody doing today? It's a good Friday. I'm feeling good.
Happy Friday. We've got a couple announcements before we get started.
Do we?
For all of the alphas who sell within the 18 plus category, whether you sell adult products or just, products that are not appropriate for all ages. Our Alphas After Dark stream is going to be taking place this Sunday. I don't know what time yet, though.
Sunday.
Probably Sunday afternoon, right? Because it's after dark and it's not...
Oh, yeah, it'll be nighttime. We don't know what time yet.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that if you are on the email list. And if you're not on the email list for Alphas After Dark specifically, you have to be on that list because we don't want to bug people who don't sell 18 plus products with talk about it. So there is an email list link down below. We've only done one of these in the past and it was really funny. We had a lot of fun and we got a lot of laughs.
It'll be private. It won't be rewatchable unless you have the link. So if you want in on that, you got to sign up for the link for it.
Yeah.
Not child appropriate at all.
No. And I think that this week we're going to be discussing banned hashtags on Instagram.
Which means it's definitely not appropriate for children.
We're also probably going to briefly go over what's trending right now in the 18 plus industry for our sellers who sell 18 plus products. So, because it's not fair that we can help all of our jewelry people and our crochet people, and then our poor 18 plus people have to feel ashamed of what they sell because they can't ask us questions live.
Is there something going on today? We have very, very few people compared to normal.
No, I don't know.
We're like 1/3 our normal audience. I know it's Memorial Day weekend, but
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
But feel free to sign up for that down below. You don't have to sell 18 plus, but you do have to be good humored because we get some really weird things when we start looking at what people are actually searching for on Etsy. So
be open-minded.
Yep.
And don't come in and be a booger because I'll just ban you from the channel.
No boogers. No boogers allowed.
No, you're not late. We just started at a decent time today.
Other little tidbits. Handmade Alpha Academy will be opening on June 14th. It's only going to be opening for a 10-day enrollment period, meaning that you have to enroll between the 14th and the 24th. As long as you're on my main email list, not Alphas After Dark, as long as you're on my main email list, you will be getting an invitation right when doors open. Plus, we'll be giving a $1,000 discount. And as always, Handmade Alpha Academy is a self-paced 9-module course that you can take whenever you feel like it. If you want to hustle through and get it done, most of our alphas say that they can usually complete the course within 60 days if they dedicate an hour a day. But we've got some alphas who take years to go through because, you know, everybody's got their own amount of time to dedicate. But if that is interesting to you, there is a waiting list link down below if you want to make sure that you get that discount. It doesn't obligate you to buy, but it makes sure that I can actually get you the email with the discount. Last couple things are that Handmade Alpha Academy students, make sure that you get your Alpha of the Year videos in. We are closing submissions on June 2nd, I think. Handmade Alpha Academy students are currently competing for the position of Alpha of the Year, and Mark and I buy them an $800 DSLR camera. Plus, they forever get their own little page within the Handmade Alpha Academy wall of flame. So
if you're an HA student, frickin' sign up.
Yeah, well, send the video. You've got emails. You've got several emails. There's a post pinned in the student campus. We've gotten quite a few videos now, so all of our last minute students are sending theirs in, so that's really exciting.
In the UK, a booger is a bogey, something you pick from your nose. Yeah, we know.
Booger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If somebody is being bad in the live stream, I'm gonna pick them and I'm gonna flick them.
Pick them and flick them. All right, guys. So today we're going to be discussing Canva Pro. I've had a couple of you guys ask me if Canva Pro is worth it, and yes. I don't review anything until I've tried it myself. Our inbox is always just perpetually full of requests to, oh, can you review our software for our affiliate program? And we could be making a lot more money right now than we are, but we don't like doing that. We don't like selling you guys things that we don't use or know if they're trustworthy. We are not affiliates of Canva Pro, though. We're doing this of our own accord, and I spent I would say it's been 3 or 4 months now that I've been experimenting with Canva Pro. I will go ahead and say right now, big spoiler alert, it's probably one of the most useful tools that I have for my business. I typically still have to pair it with iPicky if I'm doing fine editing, but Canva Pro is really great for marketing, for creating.
It takes a lot of the bulk work out of it.
Exactly. There's a lot of things that I can't do with iPicky. Canva Pro includes stock images, motion graphics. There's a lot of really cool things, but they do have a free membership, and I was using that for years before I switched over to the paid version. The paid version is relatively expensive. I believe that it is over $100 a year, which depending on where you're at and your point of your business, for some of you, you know, $100 a year for a business investment, that's nothing, and for some of you guys, that's way too much. So if it's too much for you, stick to the free version because it's still equally great. But what I'm going to show you guys today is the paid version, a couple of the things that I like, a couple of the things that I don't like, and you can decide for yourself if it's something that you could use for your business. And if not, like I said, proceed using the free version because they give a lot away.
All right, Coach. Now take a drink of your coffee and quit talking for a minute.
Yeah. I'm like...
Yeah, you just going. Blue Star, what if I'm not a good student? Then you get spankings.
You're all good students.
I'm not gonna lie to them. If you're a turd, you're a turd. But I doubt you are.
There's no such thing as a bad student.
The thing is, to be a bad student, you have to do it intentionally. Like it's easy material. It's one of those things where if it's not jiving with you or something's confusing you, you should message us and let us know. That's how we improve the quality of the material. That's how we write the material in a better. We want it to be all rounded. Obviously, we can't cater to everybody, but we want it to be one big bubble that everybody fits in as much as possible. Dulcie, if you haven't signed up for the Academy yet, but plan to this time around, can we still submit for the video? No, so it's for people that are already students. It's for people that signed up last year.
Yeah, you've got to. We do it every year though, so you can totally game up and get yourself ready.
Yeah, we do this for every year.
Yeah, students have to basically submit the videos stating how they've grown since joining HAA. So just keep this time frame in mind for next year if you're planning on joining in June, and we should be probably keeping the price the same, the DSLR.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we usually keep it somewhere around $1,000 with tax and accessories and things included. So, Wes said Canva Pro is awesome if you're doing a lot of work. However, if you're a fair weather user, don't use it a lot. It might be too much. No, I agree. It can be Canva Pro can be a little bit expensive if you're not going to be using it a lot. This is one of those tools where it just cuts out a lot of time. It's one of those things, if you've got the extra money to invest in your business, this is one of those tools that if you're editing, if you upload a lot of listings especially, this is a tool that, we get into. Are there any questions? Don't rush me.
I'm not rushing you. I'm German.
I'm not a good student. I'm not a good student because I procrastinate a lot. You know what they say about procrastinators? I can't say it. Tune in for Alphas After Dark. I'll tell you what they tell you about procrastinators. Anyway.
All right, let's do it. Let's
go back to the screen that we were already on that is not updated for some reason.
Boo.
All right, give me a second while I
was going to say, why is it still showing the login screen?
To be honest with you, I'm not totally sure.
Figuring out tack on the fly. Look at Mark's face. Look at his eyes. He's really frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. And my singing sounds like poo.
All right, now I'm going to, before we even do anything, I'm just going to click on something and make sure that it's updating. Okay.
Look at those handsome devils. Look at those handsome devils.
And here we go. We're going to shrink.
Oh, that was probably really loud.
It's okay because his eyes are blue. I know this GoPro is dope, isn't it?
It's not just the GoPro. You got pretty eyes.
I do. You know what's funny? I'm not using anything to like saturate the color or anything. That's just the natural color of my eyes when there's a very bright light shining in them.
He's got pretty eyes. All right, guys, you'll probably recognize a couple of the items in my Your Designs, including the advertisement that I sent out today in your emails and on Facebook.
Move your mouse slow.
The thumbnail for this video are Q&A posts. If you guys are used to seeing those, I usually do those over at eRank. Some teasers for things that are yet to come. Spoiler alert. Alphas of the year. These are all cool little things that I've done with Canva Pro. So when you first log into Canva, you've got a lot of really cool options. One thing that I'm not a big fan of is I've noticed that some of their sizing is not correct. For example, if I were to type in Etsy shop cover, this is not the correct size. If you use this template, it's going to give you a very, very, very blurry shop cover photo. So
that might just be the minimum. That might be the minimum resolution, and they're just goofing it up.
Well, the maximum or the size that works well is so much bigger than this, and I can't remember what it is offhand.
If there's anything you don't want to show them, make sure
you're it's fine.
It to them.
It's fine. It's freebies. Hopefully they already have it. If you don't have our freebies, then they're down below.
Chris asked, aren't there certain fonts, graphics, and such that you have to pay extra for to be able to sell on what you're designing, even in Canva Pro?
I'm actually not sure.
I don't think so in Canva Pro. Usually with a design tool, if it comes with something, then it's yours. But again, check the terms.
Yeah.
And just make sure.
But right now we're more focusing on designing things for advertising, less about designing things for your products. We're more talking about your advertising and your social media images. So let's go ahead and just for fun, we will start with an Instagram post. So you can do posts, you can do stories, Easter Instagram. I think that these are different like templates. In fact,
Shirley said Facebook group banner measurements are off too. Man, why do companies pick such weird resolutions for things?
Summer camp flyer. Summer Instagram post. Let's check out this one.
1080 by 1080.
And then check it out. If you don't want to work super duper hard, you can totally throw your own photos into one of these. They make it really easy for you. If you want to do something for, you know, maybe like a post for Memorial Day, you could grab one of these and just put your own text on it. They really do make it super duper easy. I'm going to we'll just start with a blank one. And obviously you guys are going to see a lot of my own uploads in here when I go in. I've got a bunch of stuff from where I've worked with E-Rank and different alpha things. Let's go into photos. And when you have Canva Pro, you've got access to all these stock photos too. If you are getting really burned out by the free stock photos that you get from Pexels and Pixabay and Unsplash, like I am, this is a real nice like refresher because a lot of these images you can't really find anywhere else. Some of these are unique to Canva. So let's see. That looks like the sweater I have. The sweater. Let's do a...
No, we probably won't cover video templates.
I mean, there's videos. We can...
We could take a look at it. Have you ever used them?
Yeah. So you can either click on an image to add it into your image, or...
To kind of do one of those collages.
Yeah, or you can grab it and stick it right in the center. From here, there's a lot of different cool things that you can do. You could even put, if you were doing like maybe like a quote or something about your brand, you could put the text on the image ahead of time. Let's just we'll grab one of these pre-done ones. Here we go. Shine. And then we'll go through photos. And what I like to do is I like to go through and find the background image that kind of works best for whatever text that I currently have. Oh, look at those puppies. That's a lot of puppies. Let's see. Yeah, you guys...
Check. When you create something for Instagram, do you create it on your phone or laptop? Instagram is just on your phone. Yeah, Instagram is just on mobile. If you create something on desktop for Instagram, you can send it to... We usually just send it to ourselves on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then download it and then use it from there.
Yeah, that's a lot of people are like, oh, put it in Drive, put it in Google Drive, put it in Dropbox, download the Dropbox app. I just send it to myself in a Facebook message. I do it the most unprofessional way possible, but it only takes a second for me to save it from my messenger. And then you can also go into videos. There's a lot of cool videos here that you can use as well, and you can drop those in. Check that out. Look at them beans. Isn't that cool?
Look at them beans.
Look at them beans. Look at that. Lots of cool stuff. Whoa.
Maxing out all of a sudden. I love how I just minorly make a change on something and it's like, take it to the extreme.
Super duper cool. Let's...
Pretty.
Isn't it pretty? Let's see if we can... Ooh, this reminds me of the channel. Let's see if we can find some more cool stuff. Is that a video? It's not moving like a video.
It's froze.
That one's working.
Video and video. Maybe because it's the wrong resolution for the...
There it goes. Okay. Let's go ahead and go into photos. We'll add this one.
Cyberpunk feel to that last one.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So a couple other cool things that you can do. We'll go into our photo and you can go into effects. There's lots of different cool effects that you can add to your photos. I'll show you more of those in a minute. You can add some different filters to your photos. I'm not a big fan of these filters that they provide. I've seen them used really well, but for the most part, they're kind of underwhelming. They take away some of the resolution of the photo, and I'm just not a huge fan. I try to not use these filters. Adjust, you can adjust the brightness, all the standard photo editing. You can adjust the contrast, saturation. One thing I do like to do, and you'll notice I do for a lot of my images, is I like to blur this background photo. And then once you apply the effects, you can continuously add different photos and those effects will still apply. So I blurred that last photo, but now I can add, let's do colorful. That'll work. Or I guess you can't really see, it's blurred. There you go. Play-Doh wall. And then,
Play-Doh wall.
if I wanted to, I could add in, we'll just add in E-Rank Starla. I can add in a transparent background image. Or, and here's one of the coolest things, like coolest things ever. Don't mind all of our Twitch stream stuff. What's our Twitch channel if they want to follow us there? Our Twitch channel, what is our...
Just okay, I guess.
Just okay, I guess.
We haven't been on in a little while.
We will be soon. Trying to find it. Just one of
Sorry,
my...
I was in space thinking about something.
Yeah.
I was on another planet.
Stay here. We need you here. All right. So I've got this image, right? This is one that we did for Alpha Adapt, which is our Alpha clothing line. Another selfless plug, but the link for that's down below if you want some Alpha merch. We've only got one of these red hoodies left listed.
Really?
Yep.
It was popular.
So the cool thing that you can do only with Canva Pro, and the whole reason that I paid for it, and it's been a savior, is you can go into effects, and rather than doing this by hand, which I teach in Handmade Alpha Academy, you can click background remover, and it takes a second.
E-Rank Starla's face is too long.
Aw, don't tell my graphic designer that. You'll hurt his feelings.
She asked, what's Twitch? It is started as a gaming platform. Now it's just a platform to live stream specific content. People can filter out by the kind of content they want.
We stream
Especially
games.
if you're a female, you can kind of do whatever you want on the platform.
That's unfortunately true.
And they just added a hot tubbing category for y'all.
Oh, God. All right. So how cool is that? Did you guys see how fast I did that?
Yeah.
It
This is what we're talking about. This is a wonderful tool.
And a couple other really cool things that I can do now is I can go into the effects. And if you guys remembered all of our Alpha Adapt marketing, in fact, let's go into photos and then we'll go into recently used and we'll grab our glitch. And then we'll go into our image and go into effects. And then we will add this effect. Do these look familiar? Because this is exactly what I did for mine and Amber's Alpha Adapt marketing. I gave us this this kind of glitchy TV look. Now, a couple things that I don't like about Canva Pro right now is that a lot of these effects don't work sometimes. So for example, I'll use the Blear tool, which will give me this really cool, like, you know, old TV look with scan lines.
They might not be able to tell that. That's such a fine detail.
Well, it doesn't look normal, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So here's my image. Oh, but see what just happened?
You changed the zoom on the image, right?
It thought that I was trying to put this as my background. So now I got to go back. And then I need to click on my image and make sure that it is not as big as the background, so
That's probably not a glitch, sweetheart.
But now the effect is gone as well. So I have to go back in, add the effect. We'll just apply it how it is. Okay, are you going to stay? And then the effect changed slightly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the little bugs that I've noticed if you're using that particular app and we're having trouble loading bad TV. Yeah, so a lot of those effects do give me trouble, unfortunately. So if that's like one of those things that's going to make or break your experience, then obviously...
Christina said, does the remove background feature only work if the background is white? No, but if your background is a solid color of any color, it works better than if it's a mixed texture.
Let me grab one that gave me trouble. I think...
We still use this even if the background does have issues, just because it removes a lot of the background anyway.
Yeah, it has trouble with some. Here's an image that I did for Alpha Adapt. The lighting was really bad. We'll go into effects. I think this is the one that gave me trouble. Let's see how it does.
Slow down when you're clicking on stuff. They're not able to tell what you're doing.
I'm sorry. I'm just repeating what I did previously. I can do it again. See, this one it had trouble with. You can kind of see our little like garden trellis back here, and
but it still did about 90% of the work for us. So
my hand is gone, and there is an option to go in and erase more. You have to like go down here to zoom.
Can you hold control and use the mouse wheel?
Probably.
Here, try it. Use mouse wheel. Nope. Stop.
I'm not doing anything. It did it by itself.
There.
Okay. Yeah. I got it. All right.
Hi, Mina.
So there is a background remover tool. The problem is you cannot adjust the brush's hardness, which is something that you can do with iPicky. So
there's no feather.
Yeah.
Those of you that are used to that.
Yeah. See how sharp this is? It doesn't look right. It looks fake, especially when you have these nice soft.
If you take your time, you can do it better, but it's easier just to take it into iPicky after you've taken it off.
Yeah.
Use a tool that has a feather to it.
So it's not going to work every time, unfortunately. But if you can kind of optimize your background for what you're doing, for example, we try to take a lot of our photos in front of our garage. So we'll grab this one where the background is kind of the same color. It tends to work a lot better if you can just try to get a background like a wall. Or
don't stand in front of something that looks like it could be a part of you.
Exactly. It had trouble with our brick wall because my hair is almost the same color.
And the trellis because it looks like a part of a human body.
But look how crisp this one is. It's perfect. And not all of these ones with the backgrounds, with the bad backgrounds, ended up, not great. Oh, this is a product teaser for something that's to come, but we'll go ahead and use it anyway.
Whoa.
Product teaser.
That's a lot of tamales.
You guys are seeing sneak peeks of products because I didn't go through and delete all of our upcoming collection launch stuff out of here. Look at handsome man. See, this one did okay. Even your beard, it like went around.
Got all the hairs.
Yeah, so that one did pretty good. And then we could just click apply, and we could add in. Let's see. Oh, it's using you as the background. That's the biggest issue I have with it, is that it'll think that I'm trying to use you as the background
because you didn't select a background.
Let's add you effect. No, not animate. We're going to do that now. We'll background remove.
It's one sexy fella.
We're going to put you with some pancakes.
I love pancakes.
Get ready for some pancakes, Mr. Moore.
And there it is.
And there it is. There he is. Chef Moore with his pancakes that he didn't actually make. All right. Next thing that I want to show you guys is the animate tool. So let's go into text. You guys can add your own text in here. Whoa. They've also got a couple different text templates. They're fun, but if you're trying to brand, you might want to use your own fonts.
Yeah.
Our font is
Railway.
We use Railway for marketing photos. We use Good Times for our logo, but Railway is our marketing photo. And then you can change the color. You can go into effects. I like the glow effect. I use it a lot. Looks better when you're using something like yellow. There you go.
Yellow, orange, green, blue, and purple.
You can curve the text.
Whoa!
You can make it hollow, add layers, add a back or a shadow, add a soft shadow, hollow the letters, glitch the letters, which I use a lot for Alpha Adapt. All kinds of cool stuff. So whoa! A couple other cool things that you can add are in the Elements tab. There's so much here. There are so many cool things that you can add.
Can you add your own font? Charlie says her font isn't on Canva. Do they have an option to add font?
Upload a font.
Upload a font. Yeah,
Right
bottom left-hand corner.
Most fonts you can Google. just Google your font, find the actual file for it, and then upload it directly. Just make sure that if you're doing that, you're not using any trademarked fonts. For example, the like Harry Potter font. You can download it, but you couldn't use it.
Yeah. Jen asks, how did you curve the text?
Within the effects right here, you've got a lot of different options, but there's curve, and you can also control the curve as well.
Diameter.
All right, back into elements. There's all these cool stickers and cool things. You can go by featured and check those out. I also really like their frames. So for example, if you grab anything that has these clouds in them, you can actually go in and add your own photos and they'll stick right into the frames. So there's a lot of different cool ones for that. Let's add, and with Canva, like free Canva, a lot of these you can't use. You have to pay for them. So with the pro membership, you just get everything. Let's type in cooking and see what they have. Oh, look at that. You got a steamy pizza.
Yummy.
It's covering up your face though.
Charlie, if it's not working for you, then you're either using a format that their website doesn't support to upload the font with, or you need to get with their support.
Yeah, usually there's a couple different files when you get your own font, when you download your own font. Can I go into Google? Is there anything that is going to...
Switch it over to us if you're going to be searching stuff, just to be careful.
Yeah, I can show her how to do it.
We've got to click us first.
Us.
And then the arrow.
Us. There we go.
Whoa, big... Now I can show Bubba's.
Let me show you guys how to get your own font. So, let's see. We'll just do Google Fonts.
All right.
Give us just a second. All right. I'll go ahead and show them.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want you searching stuff.
Okay. So if you type in Google Fonts, they've got a lot of great ones, and these are all ones that you can use. Let's just grab, I don't know, we'll grab this one. Okay. You can see all of this. Take a little preview of what all of the characters going to look like. I'm going to download the font family.
Open file.
Open
file. They won't be able to see it.
Open file.
They won't be able to see any of that unless I share a different screen. It came with a text file and a .ttf file.
Okay, and then this is a zip. Do I have to put these on your desktop?
They're not going to be able to see this, regardless.
Oh, okay. So how can I zip this down?
No.
Okay. I just need that on I need to be able to put it somewhere so I can upload it, so I can show them the process of uploading it.
This woman doesn't know how to use a computer.
It's not that. I just don't know how to do it without accidentally showing them all your super secret files. All of your whatever men have on their computer. Pornography.
No, it's not.
Oh,
good
right.
Lord. Okay.
Okay.
There. Now what do you need it for?
All right. So we've already downloaded our font. Like I said, you don't have to use Google Fonts. There's a bunch of other ones. There's one like called... Is it called Font Squirrel or something like that? I can't remember. But then we'll go back to our image that we're editing. Go into text. We'll click one of these. We'll do the subheading, which doesn't really matter because you can change the size. And then we'll go into the font right here. We will upload a font. We will upload a font. Then where's it at?
We go to desktop, and then we go to Bean. TFF file. Please confirm the following. That you own this. Yes, upload away. Bazinga, there it is.
There it is. So it's called Mate SC Regular.
Go ahead and close this.
Okay, so we've got our custom font. This is another one that I've uploaded. So let's see. We might have to refresh for it to actually notice that we added the new font.
Yeah.
Type in Mate Okay, so
yeah, we'll have to refresh. But anyway, that's how you upload it.
go ahead and refresh. Grab our font. There it is. Uploaded fonts. Ta-da! Okay, so that's how you add your own font.
Yeah, so if it doesn't work for you, get with their support.
All right, so back to where we were. Let's go back and search cooking. And another thing that I like to do is I love this filtering option. I didn't even know it existed until a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh my God, I can filter by animated stickers. These are so much fun because you can make your marketing photos really stand out.
It's not a problem.
Let's do
Can you show how to change the color? It's up in the top bar with the rest of the stuff, text effects.
Yeah, I'll show you here in just a minute. We'll do pancake. Add some pancakes for you. Here you go.
Yummy, yummy
Here,
in my tummy.
Look, it's like it's a teaser. It's hiding what's on the...
Not like it hasn't been on the screen for like 10 minutes.
I know. We'll add some confetti. Yay! And I want this behind you, so we will send it to the back.
What about this one?
We will...
I like that one.
We will fade it. You can fade right here. You can lock the layer so that it doesn't go away. Lots of cool stuff. But then what I really like to do is I like to go into this tab called Animate. With free, you get, I think, a couple of these top ones. This really, if you're doing like a motion graphic, this really makes all the difference. So here's Drift. This is one that I use a lot. And it makes like a short video. So you could have your product kind of like float across the screen. There's photo flow. Everything kind of just goes down. Your head. But look, see, did you see how your head got cut off? Mm-hmm. That's another downside with using these is for some reason it likes to cut off heads. Tumble.
What is a tamale? It's a secret. Ancient Mexican secret.
Ancient Mexican secret. Here, search tamale. We'll put a tamale in the background. We'll make tomal. I think it's T-A.
No, I'm pretty sure it's T-O, but
T-A.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
There you go, tamale.
All right, give us a tamale.
Tamale.
Here.
There you go. It's a corn sock.
We'll move your confetti.
I friggin' love tamales.
We'll grab your tamales.
They gotta be real tamales, no. None of that, like, jarred or canned garbage.
Grab your confetti, put it back. We'll put you back here.
Whoa!
Find the center. Here we go.
That should be how you promote that. Different picture, though, because I'm doing, like, sexy face right now.
I guess, yeah, it's hot. Let's see. Any effects we want to add to you?
Happiness.
Oh, Mr.
Could you tell I used to be a goth kid?
Oh, Mr. Moore. Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Actually.
Yep.
You know what?
Popping up.
You know what? I like that. Let's change our text color to like.
No, yellow. That's yucky.
You don't like the yellow?
No, I don't. It's yucky. White's pretty dope.
You like that?
I do.
Whoa!
I have the best tamales I've ever had just down the road from me. You know, and the crazy thing is, like, you can go from super easy. It looks great.
Isn't that great?
You can go from super easy to, like, super difficult with tamales. Like a real classic recipe for tamales is, like, an all-day thing.
All right. So next thing I want to show you guys is the download formats for these. Now, if you're working on your image, and let's say that for, okay, so here's a scenario. For social media, I like to make my images nice and big. Social media is going to scale them down for me. So I want to make sure that I have like a max resolution when I'm uploading them.
Yes.
That way they're nice and crisp. So usually I try to do at least over 1000 by 1000. I'll usually do 1200 by 1200. Sometimes I'll do 2000 by 2000 for the size.
Just a quick tip on photo resolutions. Not to interrupt you, but I'm going to interrupt you. The resolution needs to be at least the resolution that is required for the upload, and it needs to be the same aspect ratio for the photo that you're uploading. So if it's 16 by 9, it needs to be 16 by 9. If it's 1080 by 1080, it needs to be at least 1080 by 1080. It can be higher, but Instagram, it's a 1-to-1, right? So if you have like a 1200 by 1200, like she's saying, that's fine. You don't want to go too high, because then the resolution can start to look a little blocky because it's too fine for what you're uploading it for. But as close to the original as you can, maybe a little bit higher.
Right. So what I like to do is, for example, if I'm downloading this video for Facebook, right? I want to post this on Facebook and we'll say Instagram. What I do is I go in and I download. You can also choose how long you want the video to be. This is 5 seconds. Let's do like 6 seconds. Make it a little longer. You can preview it first. So here's how long it's going to play.
Wow.
There it goes. Boop. Okay. So I'm going to download it, and then you can choose your file type. So with Canva Pro, you can get it as an MP4, which obviously that's going to be a video, which is like what we just watched.
That'll be the highest quality that you can get.
You can get a GIF, which is, just a little short clip. You can't add sound or anything. With the videos, you can. I believe that there's a sound option back here as well.
With Canva, you can't add sound to a GIF, but you absolutely can add sound to a GIF.
You can do PDFs if you do any type of printables and stuff. There are JPEGs. You're going to want to use this for small file sizes. This is ideal for social media. JPEG is fine. But if you want to do a really high quality image, I recommend doing the PNG. So we'll start with the MP4, and then you'll download it. You'll see your download start down here. You can also click this if you don't want to see your download taking place anymore. MP4 is going to take a few seconds, and the longer that you make this video from this little thing right here, the longer it's going to take to download. So let's go ahead and let it go through. All right. So it has saved. So we want to continue editing. Next thing is that if I wanted to put this in an email, like for MailChimp, or as a GIF, like if you guys have noticed, I've been incorporating a lot of GIFs and motion photos into my emails lately. This size is too big. This is way too big for email. 600 wide is the max width that you should ever use for email. Otherwise, you risk completely blowing out their inbox. Yeah. So what you can do is you can resize your image from here. You can flip it to an Instagram story,
which is backwards of computer resolution, 1080 by 1920. You
can put it, if I wanted to make it 600 by 600 so that I could use it for email, I can do that. And then I have the choice to just resize my current image or make a copy and resize it. That way I don't lose my original. And then I could go in and download it as a GIF. Or if I didn't want it to move, I could do a still image as a PNG or a JPEG. Right now, what I'm going to do is resize this as an Instagram story so I can show you guys how quickly you can make sure that you're getting your content across all of your different avenues. Ideally, if you are marketing like a collection launch or something, it's a good idea to also try to get the same messages in your stories. And the cool thing about Instagram is if you have it connected to your Facebook, it's also going to post there. You can do cross-posting, or you can just upload it on your own to whatever platform you're using that has stories. So we'll copy and resize this. All right. And now we've got to do a little bit of moving stuff around. So we'll grab our confetti. We need to readjust that. We need to grab our little mark.
I'll get to your question here in a minute, Dorothy.
We'll grab our woo, put it here, and then you can download your story. And you can use stories on Facebook, Instagram. You can use them for TikTok. You can use it as a listing video. All kinds of cool stuff that you can do.
Sharon says that says the wrong dimensions for Instagram. This is for Instagram stories.
Yes, stories. Those are the ones that are...
They're long. They're 1080 by 1920.
We did the last one that we did was the normal Instagram post.
1080 by 1080.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, if you have anything else that you want to see, feel free to let me know. If you have any questions about it, feel free to let me know. They've got so many fun templates, though. I mean, really, you could go in. Here's how Instagram stories display. Let's just look at some of the different options that they have. We'll go
ahead and answer Dorothy's question while you're figuring that out. She said, if I'm doing an informational video on QuickTime Player, is it possible to put a different background behind me instead of what's really behind me? If you've got the gear to do it, background replacement, some Logitech webcams come with it in the software. We use, what's it called?
NVIDIA Broadcast?
Yeah, NVIDIA Broadcast. That requires a recent generation graphics card and one of the higher end ones, and most people here don't have those. So very likely no. And you also need some sort of background that can actually be used as a background replacement, like a green chroma key or something like that. So probably not, unless you've got the hardware to do it.
Yeah, that's not a quick thing, unfortunately.
No, it's not. There are other ways to do it, but again, it requires you to have a computer that can power it or the hardware that can power it. And I'm not a video expert, so for me, it's all just stuff that I can do with my currently existing hardware, which is just really expensive computing stuff. But anyway.
So another really quick thing that I wanted to point out that I forgot about is if you want to use the story highlight feature on Instagram, I've got a video where I do like a step-by-step on how to set that up. It's from several years ago, but if you go to my channel and you just search story highlights, you should be able to find it. But you can find story highlight covers here as well. They also have these really cool packs of them, so I can apply all 13 pages. This is going to show you what all of the icons look like. Delete this page before downloading, so we would just delete. And then you've got all of these that will show as your story highlights on Instagram. You can also go in and change them. So if you're like, well, I like all of these, but I don't like this image, you can go into elements and it'll show you the graphics that were used, like the style. Then you just click see more. Maybe you don't want the star, so we'll switch it out for this question mark. And a lot of the graphics with Canva, you can go in and change the color of the graphic.
Yeah.
So, and you can download them. They will download as a zip file. So you'll have to remove them from the zip file. And then you can use them for your Instagram story highlights. Once again, this is another one of those cases where you can either send them to Google Drive to save them to your phone. You can send them to yourself on Facebook, as long as you can keep the resolution. Facebook is okay for that. I haven't had any issues with losing resolution as long as you wait for the images to fully load before you save them. Any other questions?
Sharon said, so could I use something I create for Pinterest for Instagram? Yeah, of course. You can use anything you create for anything. You can move to something else as long as it can be modified to fit the size.
Yeah. If we go in here to our, let's go here, type in Pinterest. Pinterest pin. Copy and resize. Yoink. Now it's at the best size for Pinterest. And then you got to move things around a little bit, but it's a lot faster than having to completely start over, right?
You completely remake an image, and there you go.
That easy. Now we've got a Pinterest version.
Yes. Oh, Amina said, do you guys usually add your logo to every post?
It depends on what it is.
Yeah, not necessarily.
I mean, you guys can go to my page and see that.
If it's a marketing post, yeah, usually.
Here's the thing. I keep a consistent style. So, for example, if we were to go...
Style.
Let's go back to here. So, when I make the Friday Bean posts every single week, it looks like this. I don't change it up. All I do is I change the text for the message and I change the background image. And the way that I do that, if you guys want to see the behind the scenes, is I will just grab this layer. I have a black square over top.
I'll call that filtering, y'all.
I'll grab an image, drag it to where I want it, put the black back on top. Put my overlay back on top. Oop. fight with it over the background. This week I added this little circle thing in here, so I can remove that.
Yoink.
This is literally what I do every single week when I get ready for the Friday bean. And I usually sit up and curse at it several times before I get it where I want it, like I did last night. And there we go.
Sometimes you gotta fight with what you got.
Is Canva Pro worth it? I don't know. Canva, are you? So there's that.
Shirley said, I don't see why you would have those graphics.
What graphics?
I think she sent that when you were doing like that.
Why would you use that series of gray
That's
images?
Not the image. That's not the question that I just read. I said, why would you have those graphics? And she was talking about the ones with the question mark and all that other stuff. I don't know specifically what you're asking. And then she said, why would you use that series of gray images after that?
I'm very confused. Do you mean the story? Are we still talking about the story highlights? If so, let me know. Are the ones where I was doing the Instagram story highlights? Let me know, because I do have a video on those if you don't know what they are. But yeah, and guys, it's a really great way to keep your branding consistent. I work with so many different brands that I've developed. You don't have to sell something to be a brand. For example, the Alphas, we have our own brand. eRank has its own brand. I'm writing a book right now called The Channel, and here's some of the branding for that. Here's another one down here. We have branding for Alpha Dapt, where you can see some of those images in here.
I said yes.
Oh, okay. I'll talk about that in a minute then. We have our Twitch channel, for example. I've got some of those images down here where we've done our Twitch live streams.
Big Mommy.
Big Mommy.
We played all the way through that.
We did. It's all available on Twitch still.
Is it?
Yeah.
They're usually only available for like a week.
No, I think it's 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still up there. Not kid friendly.
Oh God, scary. Scary.
The game isn't kid friendly, and neither is our language.
So Instagram story highlights, these are going to be the images that display. Let me pull it up.
Mina said, thank you, and damn, that black is brilliant for blurring and toning down. With images, it's one of those things where you don't really think about it very often, but like it's the same thing as adding like a camera filter, like the different colored camera filters. You can do that with images you've already taken. You just take the contrast down to a point where it's comfortable, and then you can, or not contrast, excuse me, the transparency, you bring that down, and then you can layer just about any color on top of it. It's awesome.
All I do is I take a square. It'll usually pick a color for me, but then I go in and I adjust the color. We'll do black. Maybe we don't want it to be so bold. So we'll put it right over top of our image. I'll fade it to where I want it. And then I will position it to back.
Yep.
And then I will grab Mark. I will grab our glow. Wow, that made that glow look really nice.
Yeah, it does.
Grab our confetti.
Now, I'm a big fan when you do things like that. If you're going to be using the black to darken it, that you add some sort of color. Blue works really well. Like if you do black and then blue on top. That is pink. I meant another filter.
Oh, okay.
Add more than one filter because black isn't a natural tone, right? So you're going to want to add, you don't have to, but to me, adding another natural tone, like for this particular image, I think yellow would probably work relatively well. It would add some life to it.
You could also just use like a dark brown or something as the background. That's
what I'm saying. You throw the black on, and then you throw a dark brown or yellow on top of that to add that natural room hue back to it.
All right,
Think outside the box, yo.
Let me get back to our.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me know if you guys can see this. Here's my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me, my username is Starla, the letter K and more. Starla K more. Mm-hmm. You guys know my middle name's K. These are your story highlights. These right here, these little bubbles. Can you see them? Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess we could probably give me full screen.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Here. Okay. There we go. These little bubbles. And then you can save different stories into your story highlights. So if we go into Studio, you can see all of the images that I've ever saved about the Handmade Alpha Studio.
It's blurring your screen because I have the background remover on.
Oh, that's okay.
I get it.
Yeah, you guys can go through and look at them on your own.
Also, another pro tip, we're zipping.
I know.
Another pro tip with throwing those black filters on there. Another big benefit of that, you were talking about darkening up the pictures. Throwing a dark filter on like that is better than decreasing the brightness on an image, because when you decrease the brightness on an image, you're ruining the saturation of the image. You're bringing up the blacks, you're bringing up the blacks, which can totally saturate other colors. So throwing a filter on top of it, like if you look at the current image that we have on there, the colors in here are still exactly the same as they were. They're just actually darker, and you can adjust that darkness based on just the transparency of what you put on there without losing the saturation of the colors that you have.
Well, here, let me, I'll show them the difference. We'll just, actually, you know what we'll do? We will grab, let's just get rid of the confetti. We don't need it. We'll make a duplicate page. We'll get rid of the black background, and we'll just adjust this image, and we will turn down the darkness.
You bring down the darkness, and then you look at the difference between the two, and you lose so much. It brings up so much of the black and makes it look so unnatural compared to
adding this. Yeah. And like I said, all I did was take a plain square. We'll go ahead and adjust back to... I take a plain square. I select what color I want. We'll do brown this time. I drag it to the size that I want. I go into position. I send it backwards. Then I go into transparency and I fade that square.
Yep.
To wherever I want it.
And now the difference with that too, I'll put that back on brown.
Go ahead.
So say we have that brown filter on there. This one we have the black filter. If we were to add, I don't use this friggin' tool. And then go back up here to color, and then we'll add the exact same brown filter. We already have the black on here. And position
to
back. And then we change the transparency. Now we have the black and the brown on there.
You might want to use a warmer brown. That one seems a little dark.
No, I need how do I actually view the different layers? The black layer.
You have to drag it.
There we go. And then we'll adjust the transparency of this black layer down, because obviously we're going to have more saturation from the brown layer. Now I can't grab the brown layer. Hooray. You get the point, though. You can see the difference with bringing the black layer down a little bit and then adding the brown layer on top of it. Then you can add the natural hue of the picture back onto it.
You gotta lock that other layer.
Yeah. See, and it doesn't add much, but you can maintain the same darkness and accentuate the colors that you want to accentuate. So now you have the tamales that are a light brown, and it's pretty much the exact same color. Fun little tricks, fun little things that I've learned with like video editing and stuff that you might not actually have to apply to your photo editing.
Yeah, it's almost like it's one of those things where it seems too easy because it is.
It's just common sense stuff that you've never heard before.
Right.
Like with my video editing, it's easier because I have little graphs that show me like what colors are dominant and all that kind of stuff, so I can actually adjust everything. But yeah, the tamales look toasty. They look good, don't they?
And then you can also add in audio as well.
Yep.
If you want to add some cute little sounds. I wonder, can they hear these if I click on one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
No, they can't hear it.
No.
Oh, well.
No, I have desktop audio turned off.
Lots of fun little sounds.
Oh no, I don't. Capture system audio is turned on actually.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, but it's probably really loud.
All right. Let us know.
Yeah, we'll go back to full screen while we're waiting on any potential inquiries.
And like I said, guys, I do have a video covering Instagram story highlights. It's way older, but I actually did a live stream step-by-step like presentation on exactly how to do them. Like I said, it was from several years ago, probably two, maybe even 3 years ago. But I believe the process is still the same. So feel free to check that out.
Uh-huh. Yes, we could hear that. Yeah, I figured.
Oh, Mark's eyes are so pretty.
Where did you go for the music? It's in Elements.
Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead and go back. Boop. I love how easy that is.
Mm-hmm.
Within the Elements tab, you're going to have photos, graphics, video, and audio. And then you can also click on free. Oh, that didn't give me free. These say pro. Maybe it's only a pro feature.
Must be a pro feature.
I think so. Elements, audio. Yeah, I think that maybe audio is only for pro.
Mm-hmm. You're welkies.
Awesome. All right, guys, feel free to get any last minute questions in for us. Final little tidbits. It's definitely worth it if you're going to use it as much as I do. I use it for the handmade alphas. I use it for eRank. I use it for our Twitch channel. I use it for Etsy. I use it for marketing the Etsy shop and creating the listing photos. I use it for the book that I'm writing and marketing, doing the pre-marketing for that. I use it for personal. If he and I are out, we've had plenty of occasions where we've seen something funny. I've taken a picture of it and I've turned it into a meme while we're still out and have sent it to him. So I like doing it for, humorous things. I use it to create all of your guys' freebies, the PDFs that you guys can get that are down below, all of those free things. I do all of that in Canva. Pretty much every time you see me marketing, any of the graphics that you see, I have done in Canva. So to me, it's totally worth it because I use it a lot. But if it's one of those things that you're never going to actually utilize, I would stick to the free membership.
Yeah. Don't pay for things you're not going to use.
Right, exactly. Because there's still a lot that you can do with the free membership.
Yes.
I use this every day, multiple times a day. So it was absolutely worth it for me to go ahead and purchase the subscription.
Johnny said, sorry if I missed this, but is it worth it if you own Photoshop? Yeah, I think so. Is there anything it can do Photoshop can't? No, but it can do it a lot faster than Photoshop.
Yeah, it's not really a Photoshop tool. Photoshop is allowing you to edit your photos. This is allowing you to almost... it makes... how do I describe it?
It does stuff faster.
It does stuff faster. You don't have to do things by hand. It takes a lot of the guesswork out. You can throw things together really quickly. You can use their templates and things. It's more of a quick drag and drop system, whereas Photoshop, you actually have to go in and do those manipulations yourself, and you can't really, a lot of it's time consuming. So, anything else?
We got to get some...
Is your phone ringing?
Potential spam. Get some questions in, y'all. It doesn't have to be related to Canva Pro.
Yeah, feel free to...
We're at the end of our live stream, so get them in.
Anything that you guys want to know about Etsy, about SEO, about marketing photos, we're here to hang out. Just our final little notes, guys. We are going to be doing our Alphas After Dark session this Sunday. We've only done one of these in the past, and we do not do them for everyone. You have to be on the Alphas After Dark email list. That's for sellers who are in the 18 plus category. But if you're just curious about it, and maybe you've thought about selling in the 18 plus category,
and you can have a live stream running without your kids in the room.
Yes, you don't want children in the room. We will be doing one of those. It's a private stream, so it won't be available for replay. You have to actually be on that list to gain access. We don't know what time Sunday that we're doing it. It'll probably be later in the afternoon.
But if you're on the email list, you'll find out.
Yeah, hence the After Dark. And Handmade Alpha Academy will be opening on June 14th. So if you would like me to personally train you in a step-by-step course, then that might be something that you're interested in. We do have a lot of alphas who say that they really like our teaching style, but they don't like how our live streams drag on and they're very long. Handmade Alpha Academy is completely different. It is a concise lesson plan. We're actually teaching you in a curriculum-based format, whereas here we're entertaining you as well as teaching you. So completely different type of thing all in itself. Yeah. There's a waiting list link for that down below as well.
Get it.
And there's a bunch of freebies.
Get it, got it good. Get some questions in, y'all.
And I've also got a social size guide freebie that's coming out very, very soon that's going to tell you the proper sizes for 2021 for all of your social media marketing. Can you hand me that paper towel? Thank you. My nose is deciding that it's gonna run, and I'm sick of wiping my nose on my hand.
So marketing videos would be good, how to create and post to Instagram, Pinterest, etc., and what to consider when doing it. See, questions about custom orders. Just got my second order, and it's custom earrings for a bride. I'm a bit lost. So best practices or advice and or things to be careful of.
For custom orders, get the money first. At least half a deposit before you
at least enough to cover costs.
Yep, get the deposit down. Communicate with them often. If it's going to take you a while, make sure that you're updating them throughout that process. And when you have completed their custom order, I also recommend taking a photo of it and sending it to them for their approval before you ship it.
Yes.
And then if it's an expensive custom order, you might even want to take a photo of their package to show that, I'm shipping it today. Here's your package. Here's what it looks like. Here's the envelope. It's going to the post office. That is something that's more difficult for our high volume sellers who are constantly doing tons and tons of custom orders. But if this just is your first one and you want to make sure that it goes well, I would try to be extra enthusiastic in your communication and make sure that you're sending lots of photos.
Dulcie, it doesn't look like your question came through. If there's a link or anything that looks like a link, it might have not come through. Entertainment. Can you sing Islands in the stream?
We can't sing nothing. Well, Mark can.
I was about to say, excuse me?
Sorry, I forgot. Mark's a vocalist.
And a guitarist and a drummer and a keyboard player and
techno
whatever else I want to be because I'm a musician and I'm a pro.
He's the voice of a generation.
Voice of a generation.
Samantha, it's almost my 1-year HAA anniversary. Yay!
I tagged myself. Maybe that's why it could be. Yeah, I don't see a question from you. Can you save working files in Canva? Previously, once you save a file and exit, you couldn't edit.
Yes, you can absolutely go back and edit them. Thank God, because I have to go back and fix things all the time.
Okay, so I just finished HTU last year. How much will I get out of HA if I've done HTU and Architect? They're totally different.
HTU is a general handmade marketing course. Handmade Alpha Academy is specifically for Etsy.
And it's not all marketing either. It's not just a marketing course.
Yeah.
It's how to run an Etsy shop.
Exactly. Handmade Alpha Academy is a completely different deal. In fact, when I first created Handmade Alpha Academy, I did it so that HTU students would be able to take the course and it fit together with HTU like a puzzle. So most of our students in HAA had either previously taken HTU or they took HTU after taking HAA. Just keeping in mind that the two courses are completely different animals.
We are not affiliated in any way, shape, or form with any of their stuff. I'm working on a custom order right now. Sadly, not for my Etsy shop. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Is your facial jewelry on your left or right side? I always thought it was on your right.
It is on my right. Our camera switched our places. Mm-hmm. That's why my shirt doesn't say it's the fluorescence. It says
I watched something today on the YouTube algorithm on YouTube about the Etsy algorithm showing related items to a search, but not necessarily using the keyword entered. Have you ever heard anything about this? Etsy uses your keyword first, then applies data to it based on your location and your prior search history. So if you search for a lot of one thing, it's going to be influenced towards that one thing or something that thing is in a group for. Like say you search a lot of Gothic jewelry and then suddenly you search for a dress. It's going to provide you results based on your prior search history. So more than likely, you're going to get a few Gothy looking dresses when you search that. Does that make sense? So, and then it's got locational data. So things that people in your area, your city, state, county search, and all of that will be applied as well.
And we experimented with this last night because Alpha Adapt, as you guys know, that's our Alpha shop. Amber is the one who technically owns that shop because we want to make sure that she's getting the money for those sales because she's saving that money to come to Ohio to see us. So it's set up as being a UK shop. So when I log into Alpha Adapt, what I see in the feed for purchase is all UK stuff. Everything that I see is UK, localized. It's really interesting.
Said it was by Kara, and that she said it adversely affected people's visibility. I would need to see direct. We don't take people's word 100%. The same as I would expect nobody here to take what we say as law. We go by what we know and what we've seen, and she might have seen something that we haven't seen yet. Maybe she did some research, read an article, saw something from Etsy. We don't know. So don't take anybody's word for 100% law ever. Yeah. Anything you hear on the internet. For a deposit, should I make a custom listing? That's how we always did it. Also, how do I address with the customer? We already talked details, and it's a relatively high budget, so now I feel like it might be too late. It's your business.
Yeah. You've got
the details.
If they want it, they're going to pay for it.
Yeah, if you've got the details all worked out about it, and you know how much the final product is going to cost, and that you can do the final product, as long as you can do it, then you need to be asking for the deposit, because you could get burned, especially if it's a high budget item. It's real easy to get burned.
Exactly. And one last thing here for Sharon. Keep in mind when it comes to other YouTubers that very few of them work directly with companies like eRank. So your safe bet is to stick with the people who you know are actually working in association with it's not that we're affiliated with Etsy.
We're not in any way, shape, or form.
But
we get their news first.
eRank is in direct communication with Etsy, and we source directly from their API for a lot of our tools. If there's any big mega changes to how stuff works, we're going to be some of the first people to find out, because we work for eRank. Yeah. So just make sure that you listen to multiple sources, and
we're not dogging
right
Kara by any stretch of the imagination.
We haven't even seen it.
Yeah, she's not bad. She does good content. So yeah. Anyway, I stick with you and Pammy. Well, we appreciate that. I love you guys. We try our best not to spread anything that would be considered false information or anything
speculation.
Like speculation. We try not to speculate. We obviously do. We're human beings, but we try not to speculate. We try to go with the science.
Or we point out when we're speculating.
Yeah. If we can't reproduce a result, then we're not going to treat it as fact until we can reproduce that result. It's all about the scientific method. If you hear something, test it out on your own. If you can reproduce the result, then there might be some truth with it. If you try everything and you have some friends try it and you have some, like what we do, we have people try it and they'll say, oh no, it doesn't work like that. And then we'll correct our statements. So always check things for yourself.
That's the cool thing about Handmade Alpha Academy is I didn't just build that on my anecdotal evidence of things working.
No, it's factual.
We use proven psychology tactics that have been proven by over 600 students now who have taken the course. I know that when I'm teaching something, if I see everybody do it and it works,
then it works.
I mean,
and as soon as it doesn't, we'll figure out what the difference is and we'll fix it.
We try to do everything based on science.
Yep. And then Angela said, which explained why I get a surge of orders from the same city/state if that's how the search algorithm works. Kinda. I mean, it could literally just be like one person says something, one person in an area shouts you out, somebody that's got a lot of friends or somebody that's got a group or something in a particular area, and then they shout it out, and then bang, you get a bunch of search results. Or if you sell a very niche product, your product, that niche might be really popular in one particular area.
All right, guys.
If we don't have any more questions in like the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna be bouncing. We've got like another 45 minutes we can go at this, so they don't have to be related to Canva or editing pictures or anything like that. Just general Etsy questions or business questions.
Or if you're thinking about enrolling in Handmade Alpha Academy in June, I would prefer you ask us questions now so you can make a decision. A lot of coaches do that, like, oh, we're opening tomorrow. We haven't been talking about it, but we're opening tomorrow, and you've got to buy it right now, or else you're going to miss out. Because they want you to make like a decision super quick without thinking, because they want to sell you something before.
We're giving you time, dog.
They want to sell you something before logic kicks in. That's why that scarcity aspect works, which is great. That's great for you guys marketing your products. But when we're selling a very expensive course, I don't want you to make a last minute decision and then regret it. I want you to think about it and be able to ask questions and make an educated decision to choose us as your coaches. And then, obviously if you get in and you don't like it, we've got a 30-day money back guarantee anyway. But we try to put all the safety nets in place for you.
Yes.
I asked my question, Gur, still not showing up. Question for IGTV videos when they show up. Oh, there it is. Oh no.
Oh no, that's not it. Yeah, your question just doesn't want to.
You know why? I know why. If you typed in Instagram or IG, I had to block those words from my channel because I keep getting all these spam comments.
Yeah, so don't type Instagram or IG by itself. That's why it's getting automatically thrown into our spam, because most of our robos say something about Instagram.
Yeah.
So don't. Maybe you shouldn't do just IG.
No, that's what most. I would be sitting here.
But half of our
day.
questions are about Instagram. You're gonna have to unblock that, or we're gonna miss a ton of questions.
It's not. We're not missing them. They're catching in our. Just call it pomegranate. Pomegranate. It's Instagram is now pomegranate.
Can you do it for just comments and not for?
No.
I'm pretty sure you can. I'll take a look at it because I set up the initial filter.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. You go back up.
We literally, if you guys ever comment on our channel and someone comments and says, "Oh wow, I recovered my account with IG hack on Instagram. They're the best," and then like 6 people comment after and be like, "Yeah, they are the best. They recovered my account in 6 days." It's
a bot.
We are getting flooded with bots right now.
That's normal. It's totally normal because we're a growing channel, but we're not a big channel. Most channels that happens to, they just shut comments off. Mm-hmm. Even most big channels now, like multi-million subscriber channels, just shut comments off.
There you go. Insta. That's a good idea.
Yes. I see. Let's see. I'm not sure if you know or not, but why are the statistics so opposite from Marmalade and E-Rank? I have both pro versions, and the numbers are always opposite when you search keywords. We would have to know where they buy their data from.
Yeah. Neither gets their data direct from Etsy. Other than what is available in the public API, which is not keyword data. E-Rank spends a dramatic amount of money on the data that we receive. We use great sources for that data. We have a humongous panel, which is basically the people who have opted in to allow their data to be collected. We're talking about like probably millions of individuals.
Yep.
That's why we know that E-Rank is accurate. I can't speak on behalf of any other company.
No.
I can't tell you that their data is different because it's right or wrong. All I know is what we do at E-Rank, and I know that our data at E-Rank is.
We believe our data at E-Rank.
We believe
don't make any promises. We don't make any promises, but we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that most likely E-Rank's data is accurate. So take that with how you will. We don't know anything about Marmalade. We know stuff about Marmalade, but we don't use Marmalade.
Right.
And we work for E-Rank, so us like even signing up for Marmalade would be dirty. So
right.
We don't do anything like that because it's bad business practice. It wagers on kind of that side of like corporate espionage a little bit. And I don't want to play that ball game.
Just make sure that you understand how to use the tool.
Mm-hmm.
Before you dismiss whether you think that it's accurate or not. Understand the tool, because most people who say like, "Oh, I don't think that this is accurate," they say that because they don't understand how to use it.
Anyway, I'm the guy that reads all those with the people that say that it's not working for them, and 9 times out of 10 they're not using the tools appropriately, or from what I can tell from what they're doing, they're not using the tools appropriately. For Instagram TV videos, when they show up on your main Insta post, is there a way to make them look nicer? I have them on mine about my garden, but they kind of break my normal art feed.
I don't think so. I think that they just they are their own little like video reel. I don't think that there's any way to like create a custom thumbnail or anything for them, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. They just kind of stand out in your feed on their own. The only way that you could do that is actually brand your space where you're recording them and being very conscious while you're recording of what you're recording so that it shows nice. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. People really seem to like that IGTV. I know that the engagement there is really, really high. So it might just be that little sacrifice that you have to make.
Angela said HA is the best investment I've made coming up on my 1-year anniversary, and we're a 1% shop now. Someday we'll sleep. She said I should clarify it's a second shop, not my humble hook. Gotcha. And it's just these two talking together. Okay. Well, we're not getting a lot of questions today. Very quiet. I know this seems like it was a topic that not a lot of people cared to watch on today. So we'll go ahead and cut it for the day. I had fun.
Yeah, we made tamales together. We
made tamales.
Maybe I'll use that for future marketing. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure that if you want to join Alphas After Dark this Sunday, you sign up for the list, because only people who are on that list are going to get to tune in. And Handmade Alpha Academy students, you guys get access to replays of Alphas After Dark. They're in the resources guide, but you're the only ones who get it. Handmade Alpha Academy is going to be opening June 14th. Super excited. We usually see our most motivated students join in June because, like I said, if you were to dedicate an hour a day, you can usually complete the course. Most students can complete the course within 60 days, which if you enrolled in June, that would have you ready for the holiday season, because we start to see that holiday, ramp up start in September. The very first shoppers who start shopping on Etsy for holiday gifts through eRanks data, we typically see those start to emerge in August. So really, you don't have a lot of time. I know that it's crazy to think about the holidays already, but when it comes to marketing and preparing, it's really right around the corner. So you want to make sure that you're getting ready for that, whether you're an HAA or not. If you can't afford HAA this time around, we do have my marketing calendars down below. Those are going to help you to prepare for the holiday season. We've got the summer survival guide down below. That's free as well. That's going to teach you a couple things that you can do during the slow period, because summer's always slow on Etsy. People are outside, they're enjoying themselves. And now with the, pandemic kind of coming to a close and things opening back up, people want to spend more time outside in real stores. But as the holidays roll back around, we'll start to see traffic come back. And you want to make sure that you utilize this time very wisely. So there's lots of free resources down below that you can grab as well. And yeah, Alpha of the Year competition for Handmade Alpha Academy students. Make sure that you get your videos in by June 1st or 2nd. I believe it's the 2nd. Get them in by the 1st, just to be sure. I sent you guys an email.
Get 'em in. Hi, Amber.
Hello.
Welcome.
You're late.
You're late.
You're late. And Amber is our very first Handmade Alpha Academy Alpha of the Year. And then we also have Lori. Lori is our 2nd year Handmade Alpha Academy Alpha of the Year. And both of their shops are showcased on handmadealphaacademy.com, along with a lot of other very talented alphas who we showcase there as well. So
HAA is okay for digital creators? Yes, sure is. We have tons of digital creators in HAA.
Tons and tons and tons.
Yep. Works perfect. As long as you're not selling one of a kind or vintage, which most of the course still applies for you guys too. It's just not catered for you.
All right.
All right, that's it. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and click that little subscribe button.
Please.
Please. Click the bell icon to get notified when we go live, when we upload videos, sometimes when YouTube wants to let you know. And then click the like button if you liked it. Click it if you didn't like it. And have a good day.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
We love you.
Oh, we were going to talk about Memorial Day. Don't hold sales for Memorial Day.
I mean, you can if you want to.
You can, but
if you wouldn't have celebrate Dead Grandma Day, then don't have Memorial Day.
It's a day of remembrance. It's celebrating the summer, and it's a day of remembrance for those who've passed.
Okay, so. I know big businesses do sales for Memorial Day,
but making a profit off of somebody else's death is dirty.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, you're a vet, so I think that you can speak on kind of behalf of vets a little bit.
I mean, honestly, most vets probably don't care. But that's just because we're not really thinking about it.
Right.
In the long run, a lot of people don't like it. So just be careful.
Yeah, I like
you might get some slack for it.
Veterans Day sales, 4th of July sales. Those are okay.
Fine, yeah.
Memorial Day is literally about
If you want to have a product to celebrate Memorial Day, or not celebrate Memorial Day, but if you're going to have like a Memorial Day like remembrance product,
Yeah.
I think that's okay. But trying to make excess profit off of it is rough, unless it's a charity sale to benefit veterans.
Yeah.
That's always an offer too.
Yeah, or you could do a just a start of summer sale instead.
Politics aside, there's a lot of veterans with a lot of problems that could use your guys' help. So any charitable donations you guys want to make, it helps them.
All right, guys.
But we love you guys, and we will see you Sunday. Make sure you get the Alphas After Dark link down below so you can watch us be dirty potty mouths.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Well, that was a